Alright, so yesterday was completely shocking, as you all know, and I was so pissed off that I didn't even mention a couple of things. So I just want to quickly clarify a couple of the things that I did miss. First off, I hold no ill will towards any developers who work on these games. As I've stated before, I direct all of my hate and anger towards the bosses of those developers, the ones who wipe their asses with skull credits and juggle ghost coins in their spare time, the ones who give the green lights to these stupid, late-to-the-party types of games Ubisoft has seemingly been focusing on lately. Secondly, Motherland is coming on November 2nd, and I failed at mentioning that despite me starting my video yesterday saying I was going to be doing a breakdown of what happened in order of appearance because I was too pissed off, and frankly, they didn't even show us anything or give us any details on Motherland anyways, so all it was a date given, and it wasn't even worth my energy mentioning it yesterday, but I guess I'm using my energy here now on it. Cool. So, again, November 2nd, we will be getting Operation Motherland, but the main thing to note here is at the final moment of the teaser trailer that they showed for Motherland yesterday, where we saw optical camo being used by a ghost as he walks past the screen. There were a few of you asking, is optical camo coming back? Yes. Yes, it is. If it wasn't obvious enough with the new skins that they showed off that they're adding to the game, the trailer definitely solidified this fact that we are getting optical camo back. And yes, I know not all of my viewers are a fan of the sci-fi parts and aspects that make Ghost Recon Ghost Recon. I, for one, obviously am completely down and super excited for that kind of stuff, but I know some of you are more into milsim stuff, and that's fine. You guys don't need to use those items, so just ignore them. But for the rest of you, hell yeah, dude. We got the fucking gear we've been waiting for and we've been asking for, so this is really fucking cool. And I know I just did mention that they didn't show anything or give us any details on Motherland anyways, and honestly, that's completely fine with me. I'm actually completely okay with what they did show for Motherland yesterday, because I don't want any of it spoiled. I don't want any of it spoiled. If they showed us any more, it would have spoiled it, but I am a little bit scared and worried. I'm pretty damn sure that Motherland is going to take place only on Aroa. No new areas for us to explore. It's going to be the same areas we've already tirelessly explored and played, so we'll see what they do with this DLC. Let's hope that it's a good one. They've been building up to it for quite some time. It's the longest time span between DLCs for this game, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be a nice beefy one to kind of send off as I guess a thank you to sticking by them for Breakpoint, but don't get your hopes up, guys, and I think I should be telling myself that the most, because honestly, like, who knows, man, it may not be that great. Alright, so if you recently did buy the Deep State DLC or the Fallen Ghost DLC, I would, if I was you, reach out to whatever retailer and store you bought them on, whether it be the Microsoft store, the PSN store, and just tell them like, yo, look, I just bought this DLC like a week and a half ago. I played maybe 20 minutes of it, an hour of it, but they literally just announced that these DLCs are free now. I'd like my refund because it's honestly not fair to me. And guys, honestly, these people that do the refunds are real human beings, so they get it, they understand it. They probably will give you a refund. Just make sure you give them enough of a sob story, and then you'll make sure you get that refund. Anyways, let's keep on moving along here now. So, as you guys know, they ruined Rainbow Six. Ubisoft added aliens into Rainbow Six. You already ruined it by deviating from its core of being a squad-based tactical anti-terrorist shooter by making Siege to begin with a semi-tactical hero shooter that pretty much lost all of its elements that made the original Rainbow Six game so great. If you need visual proof of what makes a true Rainbow Six game a true Rainbow Six game, go check out my Rainbow Six Vegas video from literally like 2 or 3 days ago, and I took us to the floors of the casinos, getting into that tactical action against terrorists, and honestly guys, that's the kind of game they need to focus on making. And again, like I've stated before, Ubisoft also ruined Splinter Cell by 1, completely ignoring it for years, and then 2, using the Splinter Cell name, branding, and characters and shoving them into other games as well as TV shows to make money, just to ride off of the fandom and the love for Splinter Cell. It's such a joke, whoever's in charge at Ubisoft. If it was up to me, like I said, for the 20th anniversary of Ghost Recon, I would have went above and beyond and really would have given the fans a love letter they deserve for sticking around for 20 years. I would have done a collection of next-gen remasters that gives players all the original Ghost Recon games. Guys, 20 years is a long fucking time, and that would have been the perfect love letter to the fans. It would have made these older Ghost Recon titles easily accessible and easily playable by both old and new Ghost Recon fans. I know it sounds insane, but they literally just made Ghost Recon a free-to-play battle royale game, and they added aliens into Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six was the close quarters, room-clearing version of Ghost Recon, and of course, Ghost Recon was their game to let players enjoy that same tactical squad-based experience, but in a combat zone in different countries and areas in a more outdoor setting. Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six mirrored each other beautifully and complemented each other beautifully. I literally have no idea what Ubisoft's plan is, and I hope another studio is working on a real Ghost Recon game, and that this is just an experiment to try and make lots of money, which it won't, because Frontline will die. It will fail within its first year. Mark my words, just you wait. So, I hope Ubisoft Paris is hard at work on creating an actual Ghost Recon project, or any of the other 100 development studios Ubisoft has located all over the world. They have so many studios, one of them better be focusing right now, secretly, on making a true tactical Ghost Recon game. They need to get the community involved in the decision-making process prior to development. They need people like us, like you and me, who are passionate and have been around for this series long enough to know what should and what shouldn't be approved. Did they literally not have a single person who knows what the fuck makes a Ghost Recon game a Ghost Recon game? Did not one employee there put their foot down and say, hey, this is not acceptable. What are we doing here? Ubisoft, you guys need to answer the why question before you jump into anything new. You need to ask yourselves, why are we making this? Why should we be making this? Why is this going to be a game that connects with audiences? Why should players want this game? You need to answer the why, Ubisoft, before you can ever have any success at creating something for your franchises that not only will sell, but will be loved. But what you guys have shown there yesterday was that you do not understand your audiences, and it shows you don't care. You guys say in your development videos how important us fans are. You say how important we have been in motivating you to create and driving you to create good tactical experiences with good, believable, realistic military-style ops and missions, and yet you put out a late-to-the-party battle royale game. It will fail. I am so sorry to all of you hardworking devs who spent 3 years waking up every morning, getting yourself to work, working even hard from home during the pandemic when life was already stressful and scary enough as it was for a good chunk of time there. Waking up each morning to spend your days working hard on something that won't even last a single fucking year. I am so sorry to you guys. But one of you had to have known this would have been the outcome. You have no player base for Frontline. The player base you are targeting already has better battle royale options to play. They already have Warzone, they already have Apex Legends, and they already have a bunch of these games. The player base you are targeting already has better battle royale options to play. You guys aren't changing the formula. You guys aren't doing anything unique here. It's generic. Frontline is generic and it's garbage and it will die. You guys aren't even making a tactical FPS. You guys aren't even making a tactical first-person shooter. I don't know what this game is trying to be. You guys look like you're trying to compete with Battlefield. Battlefield is the king. They already have the big, bombastic, action-packed, explosive Battlefield-type moment gameplay. You guys aren't gonna compete with that. Battlefield is the king of that category. You can't touch them. Warzone is the king of Battle Royale right now. You can't touch them. They have that market. Focus on making the games that made you guys what you are today, a successful big AAA studio. Focus on making tactical squad-based shooters again. I have plenty of resources for you, Ubisoft. I have put the effort into making detailed videos with discussions that break down what we need to see here in the next Ghost Recon game. Have your employees watch them. They will benefit you. I know I can sometimes come across potentially a little whiny to some of my viewers, to some people who don't know who I am, maybe even to you guys, the developers. You may come across me and think, this guy's so goddamn annoying, he's just whining and complaining. But I'm not just doing that. At least I back up my complaints with valuable feedback and discussions. As much as I tear you guys apart, I also try my best to help you guys. Go watch my videos and make sure your team watches them too. The perfect start would be this one. And then you can follow it up with this one. Please, they will help you guys. I've laid it all out perfectly for you. Alright guys, well that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, take it easy.
Holding position.